Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Aero Models Club. We're Club 4747 in the AMA, and this is the 80mm Avanti version 2 from FREEWING. So obviously the red one. We're going to take it up, have a little bit of fun with it. I haven't flown this thing in a hot minute, and since the last time I flew it, I now have a 7-channel Lemon RX Gen 2 with stabilizer with satellite. Before, I've always flown this without any stabilization, and I've always thought, boy, with a stabilizer it flies great without it, but it'll make it that much better. So we're gonna take a look at it real quick. I wanna make sure my stabilizer's going the right direction. Up, that way, and that way. Okay, yeah, it is. All right, and this plane also has thrust reverse. All right, timer set for 4.5 minutes, running a 5900 SMC version 2, their high voltage pack. Okay. Does make it easier to turn the motor on in order to get it to go. I don't know why that works, but it just seems to work out better. Now, I do not have the KM model afterburner here. I have a regular FREEWING afterburner, which I just haven't switched it over, but I'm kind of out of afterburners right now. So right, left, up, down, right, left. All right. Timer set for 4.5 minutes in my high rates, and here we go. Oh.
Takeoff flaps.
Takeoff flaps.
Gear up.
Plane has split flaps. I'll go straight up with it. Flip it. Oh, that's got such a wonderful sound to it. I'll take it out of problem. Did you miss the snap roll?
I did.
Okay, that's fine. We can always do it again.
Yeah, this thing really does something.
Yeah, it moves. And just so y'all know, folks, this is my son Gabriel filming for us today. All right, we're going to take it up again. Take it up. Snap roll.
There we go. There we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
I'm asking you to stay with a shiny, fast-moving object, and that is counterintuitive to autofocus.
Gear down.
All right. Make sure my gear is down. And it is. Okay.
Time remaining 3 minutes. Landing flaps.
All right.
Flaps up.
Let the grass be my natural brake. All right, let's take it up again. Try to actually land on the runway this time. Real quick. Let me just, no. That thing's really burying down in there, burying down in that grass. I don't want to risk it. Never mind. It got a runway, let's use it. All right.
Takeoff flaps.
Takeoff flaps, here we go. Try to stay on that red center line.
Flaps up. Gear up.
Flaps up and straight up. A little bit of a stall turn there. A little bit of a hammerhead.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Inverted is not a problem. All right, we've screamed around enough. Let's actually show you the slow flight capability.
Landing flaps.
To show you what a sweetheart the Avanti can be. Do another low pass.
Time remaining 1 minute. Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Gear down.
Gear coming down.
Landing flaps.
Landing flaps. Landing left or right.
Braking. Brakes off.
All right.
30 seconds. Brakes off.
Absolute beautiful jet.
Motor off.
All right, let's take it back to the bench. We'll talk about it. We had 27 seconds left on a 4.5 minute timer, so basically a full 4 minutes of flying, but we'll get to the how much is left on the battery in just a minute. Let's talk about flap settings right off the bat. All right, can you see these flaps down here? Okay, the flaps are all the way down, put them all the way up. Flaps up are negative 100%, bless you. Takeoff flaps are negative 50%, no mix. Landing flaps are a positive 25% with a 15% down elevator mix, and that is on a 2-second deployment. All right, the rates that I just flew in, I like showing you the rates and everything right after the flight because then you can, you just saw them fly, so you have it proven to you. Rates on ailerons are high rates, 100%, 30% expo. Elevator, 100%, 30% expo. Rudder, you guessed it, 100%, 30% expo also. All right, no forward programming, 4.5 minutes on the timer, and we flew for a full 4 minutes. If you'll come on in here, my son Gabriel, and we'll show him the setup on inside of the plane. Now, one thing I did, if you look down here in the canopy, look down here in the canopy, you can see my receiver. I cut that section of canopy out, that way I can see the receiver, and whenever I hit thrust reverse, if you look up in there, you'll see one of the little red lights will go out.
Braking.
Well, maybe it did, maybe it did. Oh, wait, never mind. I have, never mind, scratch that. I got stabilization on all the time. But if you look right here, got the little black thing, that's a zip tie that I put through there. That way I can pick up on the battery hatch and not dig at it with my fingers. But I don't know why I did that, because this is all plastic. But if I dig on here, this is foam, and I might dig it with my fingernail and chip the paint. There's my battery placement, okay? And that is I've got another one here, I'll just show it to you. What's in there right now is that battery right there. It's a 5900 SMC pack with a 90C, and it's charged at the 4.35 to give you 5900 milliamps, and that's the version 2 of their high voltage packs. Alrighty, let's check our battery. Okay, unplug the FREEWING afterburner, which I really got to switch this to a KM models. They're so much brighter. Okay, if I can get that to work. 45% left. So honestly, you could set your, I was flying it pretty hard. You could set your timer for 5 minutes on this bad boy and have a great, and fly the way you want. You'll come back at anywhere from 15 to 20%. There's my satellite. That's my receiver now. And I could have placed it down here, but I wanted to be able to see that receiver. And then I'll be honest, when the lights are dark and it's kind of low light, though, that receiver shines through the canopy and looks cool. So, alrighty, well there you go, folks. That is the FREEWING Version 2 Avanti 80mm. Great flying plane. Absolutely locked in. I have flown this plane 90% of it. I probably got, I want to say I got maybe 150 flights on it. And that's the first flight with a stabilizer. Okay. And it flies amazing. It's a great flying plane. If it wasn't for the price, it could be your first jet if you've got solid warbird experience. I mean, you've got some solid, fast, low wings. You could do this as your first jet, but she is kind of expensive and she's very fast. I always recommend start with a 64mm or a 70mm jet right off the bat, but this one is incredibly stable. If you are really, really good with the planes and you're really solid at fast warbirds, you more than likely could handle this pretty easy. All right, well, God bless y'all. Y'all have a good one. Faith, family, and friends, folks. Faith, family, and friends. Let's keep them in the air, and God is good, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.